everybody, this is Brock with Brock's Cantina Reviews, bringing you another review of the SH Figuarts Infinity War Hulk. You can actually call it just Infinity War. He was also in Ragnarok, sporting this same style that he's in this. This is the box that it comes in. This is the back of the box. Got your side art, not too much, kind of just carries into the Hulk. Beautiful packaging. Get a nice little action shot. Window up top. And your stuff you can't read. So, on to the review. This is the SHF Hulk from Infinity War and Ragnarok. This is absolutely my most favorite Hulk that is out on the market right now. This thing is lean, mean, green, and a fighting machine. I'm sorry, I had to. This figure comes with 3 head sculpts, 2 pairs, well, 1 pair of fists and 1 pair of open hands. I picked this up on Amazon for right around the $90 to $100 margin. With shipping, it wasn't too bad. I actually got it from a guy that was here in the States, so that's awesome. Now, let's move on to the accessories real fast. Got his hands. Hulk right, Hulk left hand. Awesome veins on the top of these bad boys. I mean, they just look great. Along with the figure, it's got veins all over the shins and the biceps, and everywhere there should be a vein, there is. Great looking hands, if Hulk wants to grab something. And the fists that came with it. You can see some of that detailing of the veins in there. Absolutely awesome. Now, also came with 2 other heads other than this third one. Oop. We have the the kind of pissed off head, where he's just kind of gritting his teeth. Mine's got a little bit of a paint chip right on the nose. I don't know what that's from, but when it's all together, you really can't tell the difference. Nice little bit of yellowing in his teeth. Easy ball joint that can go into. The back of the head does not look that green in person. It is just because of my light that I have, and I'll show you. Just with a regular standard light bulb, it kind of throws off just black. It looks, God, that looks menacing. Whew. So then we got the light back. You can see all the nice detail they have into this, the raised eyebrows. I think that they sort of got this looking to Mark Ruffalo. Maybe a little bit more drastic with the anger, but you know what? That's okay. That's the Hulk. This is the third head that it comes with. Well, second and third. Open mouth. Shows a little bit of detail into the inside. Nicely painted eyes. Again, with that paint, it's not normally like that. This is normally black, but it's just because of the light. So I don't want someone to watch this video hoping to get this figure and they say, oh my God, the back of his head's green. That's not the case. Now let's move on to the figure itself. Let's see if I can get this. Just an all-around beefy figure. I mean, just absolutely jacked. All that workout and still got no butt. We'll get there. Articulation on this thing. Start from the head and we'll work all the way down. Head is on a double joint neck with a ball joint connecting these two together so that you actually get a lot of good range of motion. He can almost bury his chin, and he can almost look up to the sky. But if you do that, you get this nasty little spot right there, which that's why we keep him looking down. Next, we come down here to these shoulders. You can lift it up a little bit if you want to get rid of some of that gap, but in person, it is not as bad as you would think. It does look like quite a bit right there, but when you have him in all these poses where you see kind of layers on top of each other, it really works well with what is actually there. Butterfly joints, both sides. These you kind of have to lift up on the arms to get these bad boys to come out of there. They're really tight in there. They move like this. Oh, God, you can get that big old Hulk back going, putting some muscles going on. Get him into some nice, more ape-like type poses where, you know, he's just kind of a little more bulked up, you know. He's just really trying to show off. Come down right here. You've got in his shoulders, you've got 2 ball joints that act as a bicep swivel because there is not one on this figure. But it doesn't, I don't think it really hinders the range of motion at all. I think it works out great. Double jointed elbows, but since he's a big guy, that's about as much as you're getting. But he's huge, so it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't matter if he can scratch his own chin, you know. Moving down to the hands. You've got these nice ball joints that are on. They're rockers that are sitting in here so you can get forward to back, up and down, side to side, in a circle, all of it. And while we're at this part, I'll go ahead and change out one of his hands so you can hear how it clicks in. Well, that one was a little less than a click, but it's nice and tight in there. Nice, big, Hulk-grabbing hands. Get him in there to hold that. For the chest, we've got a ball joint up in here that allows for all the way around, backwards. There's that nasty gap, though. That's why we don't ever lift him up this way. And forwards, which you can get him to look, oh my gosh, almost all the way down to the ground like he's just fighting someone that's just so much more puny than he is. Lifts up. Ball joint in here. That can give it full rotation. I like this little sleeve down here that makes when he's looking down, they're all the pieces together, and that's where they put all the writing and garb so that it's not there. Then we move down to the legs. Just regular joints on the legs. He can kick out that far. Back about that much. Thigh swivel. He can kick out almost all the way. That's amazing. Double jointed knees. Painted to look just like the pants. Give it a little bit better look when you're getting him into those real deep kind of a Hulk pose where he's just, you know, about to go berserk. Get down to our ankles. Got a pivot and a rocker. You can go forward and backwards. Toes have a nice toe joint to where you can get him to almost like he's running a little bit. Well, maybe not that way. But I picked this guy up for right around the $85 to $95 range on eBay. I was actually lucky enough to have someone here in the States have it. I think I might have said that, but just felt really nice to not have to wait 3 or 4 weeks for it to get there. So now let's do some comparisons. The only other comparison that I have that is an actual Hulk figure is the Marvel Legends Smart Hulk Build-A-Figure from Avengers Endgame. And while I like this figure, I had it for a long time. I bought it from a store that's actually here in Tulsa that always helps me out with my needs. And I found him there for a good deal, and I decided, what the heck, I need a Hulk in the collection. And I never got past the smiling face and the ginormous forehead. I could never get past that. It's a great looking body. Pants are a little bit too shiny for my liking, but I just wanted something that was just a little more Hulk. And I think with this SH Figuarts, I think that's what I ended up getting. This is by far the better of the two, by far. He's a little bit shorter than the Build-A-Figure, which is not surprising. The SH Figuarts usually sometimes run a little bit lower or tall or shorter than Marvel Legends, but that's okay because I think it scales it well with other Marvel Legends characters, and I'll show you that. But he's just so much thicker in the chest and in the back than this other Hulk, and not that anything's wrong with this one. I like this one a lot, but this one definitely is better. And if you have the spare change to buy him, or maybe even use it as a birthday present like I did, it will allow you to actually be able to get something like this in your collection. Let's put him next to the Marvel Legends Thing from the Fantastic Four. This is one of the recent releases that came out with this. Seeing these guys go toe-to-toe in the comics a few times, and kind of makes you want to get a couple action shots loaded up to where it makes it look like they're beating the hell out of each other. Next up is the Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Thor. God, there's so many of them now. This one has a custom cape that I had made for the back of it, so if you're wondering where this figure came from, that's it. But I think that he scales well with the Hulk and the Thor. We get to see a lot of these two in Ragnarok together, so it's sort of similar. I think the Hulk might be just a little bit taller in the movie, but with him crouching over all the time, it's kind of hard to tell. And you can put these next to the Iron Man and Thanos 2-pack with our Iron Man next to our Hulk and our Thor, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. Nothing really too out of scale there. It all looks pretty normal. We can get our in-game worthy Cap right in here, and we can have the whole team. And, that's what we all want on the collection, is just to have the whole team. But this has been just an awesome figure to review. It's been just a really cool thing to see something of an import just to come in and see what someone else out there is doing with their figure line. And I got to give it a thumbs up for SH Figuarts. I absolutely love this Hulk, and I think that it is a great addition to the collection. And probably, it's safe to say, probably the best, one of the best or the best Hulks on the market. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep doing this and having a fun time, because it's just a blast to be able to do this. So, thank you guys so much. Have a good day.